Just come out for a quick little talk for a minute. Let's see if I can hold this up. Yeah, that's better. All right. Yeah, we could kick it like this for a minute. You know, we was discussing how it feels when you die. So what I'll do is just a little quick talk and actually just discuss a few things that's going on that's on my mind. It's like I've been watching the internet and seeing everything that's going on, and it's a lot going on, and we're being tricked, deceived, misguided, taken off the point of what's going on and pushed towards other things. And that's where a lot of people, the message is hold your head. Don't fall for this bullshit that's going on, because it's a deception, so we can't catch what's going on. What's going on, Veronica Boltrin? What's up? Hi, Arizona. That's right. Get some love over there. I love Arizona. I used to be out there doing my thing back in the days, Veronica. Yeah, I got some folks up in Arizona. It's a beautiful place. It's kind of crazy out there because a lot of feds and FBI agents, snitches, informants. Actually, Arizona is one of them states that work with Mexico. They be actually bringing all the drugs over. Everybody in Arizona is crooked as fuck. Don't think Arizona is a nice place, man. Everybody there snitches, crooked, and it's all about drugs over there in Arizona. Trust me. That's why they keep regular people out. That's just illegal shit going on over there. Unchainable Hearts, thank you. Little Nate, what's up, brother? I just watched your video about happens when you die last night. Thank you for tuning in and checking it out, Little Nate 215. Yes, LK, what's going on? Ah, oh, you laughed at that one, huh, Veronica? But it's real though. God bless. I made it through some crazy times over there. I used to be a police officer here, but no, not no more. I totally understand. Yeah, yeah, good thing, good thing. As a police officer, we didn't want to get caught out there in Arizona. They was terrible with that. They interrogate you, tear your car apart. They don't find nothing. They go get the dogs and come back again and tear it apart. Sometimes they even got that special knock. When they do the knock, that's when the dog be acting like he found something, so they could go inside now and rip the inside apart, take out your airbag, everything. You know. Anyways, yeah, let's chop it up for a quick minute. Any questions? I really wanted to do a quick Q&A on the last video on what happens when you die, because I couldn't read these questions before. It was like from a different thing. Peace and blessing, Chris Stars. Good to see you. Gabrielle, peace and love. Thank you. You hold out for me on Facebook. I'm coming back over to take over Facebook, but there's so much going on. I have to help, and the only way I can help is by learning. You know what I'm saying? So the ancestors got me learning a whole bunch of new things. Let me just give out a shout out to the ancestors before we start, so you could get an idea. The ancestors actually now, I don't know how is this possible, but I want y'all to understand this. There's people out here in the world not to just travel between worlds, and every night I go and leave and they come and get you. You can't just go on your own. They come and get you. But it's like ever since this corona started, I'm seeing actual trees, leaves. And these leaves is so identifiable. I could see it like when I go into meditation, they'll show it to me and be like a hand going to pick it up. And then I go outside and I see the same leaf. So over the past month and a half, I've been on some I'm in Hotep shit. I done categorized already, I say 15 different herbs, just picking the leaves that they showed me in my vision. And now they like telling me to take this one and twist it with this one, put these two together. So I got into extraction, herbal extractions, and concoctions. I've been actually healing the people in the community using municipal herbs, not herbs like how we do with the teas and the tonics, actual municipal herbs. So if you look behind me, you see it's some that right there, that's called velvet plant right there. My whole floor is full of this is vervine. And like if you look over here on the floor, it's like my whole place got overwhelmed not just by actually the herbs, but learning the science of healing the body, how the biophysiology works. That's why I said don't get distracted by what's going on outside, because let's say situation get worse, you have to actually pick it up on yourself to do everything yourself, know what's in your community, what's in the neighborhood, and how to use it to not just heal but to actually survive off it. It's about self-sustaining. But if we following what's on TV, the government, it's just going to distract you because it's about nothing. What is it about? From the corona bullshit to today, it's all about bullshit. And if you fall into it, you won't be a creator of your own shit. You just be a following ass motherfucker like everybody else. And whoever talking the hypest thing will listen and get all the views. But you don't learn nothing. You don't get no powers. You don't get no ability. You don't learn how to leave your body. You don't know how to self heal. You don't know what alchemy is. You don't know why the Illuminati is doing it, why this government is doing this. These are things you need to know because you're the next generation. And if you let this go on, then whatever's happening right now, it's like the big movement, like the Malcolm X movement and the Martin Luther King movement, that which is a pacifier. It pacified the people, and they felt, yo, I remember when Trump was in power and then all this happened. I was there. No, you don't want to be pacified. It's shit that we have to do, and they're trying to distract us from doing it so that we could actually be the next generation of our parents. So I want you to first understand that so you take your mind off of all the bullshit going on and realize you're not getting nothing from it. Because what I'm trying to give you is abilities, how to tap into psychic abilities to see everything that's going on, much less actually see it before it happens. Teaching you how to self heal, plus how to heal with just what's going on around you. This is God's science, not in the pseudo way of how God is. When I say God, God made these trees. Just like your body is the same trees inside of it. So you will have to know what works for you. You're using pharmaceutical drugs, you're being tricked. That was a big lie from the beginning. Synthetic drugs do not synthesize bacteria parasite. Actually, bacteria and parasite, they evolve over those things and they keep coming back. So if we want to know the truth on healing, we're gonna have to learn how to self-heal using plants, doing it ourselves. We're actually the same thing. We're chlorophyll. The only thing they call it melanin and a whole bunch of other stuff. So I just want you to first focus on that. Then realize that a lot of the things that they trying to push, okay, Lord Enki, you can stream your lives simultaneously on YouTube and Facebook. How you do that, LK? Teach me how to do that. Yo, I want y'all to help me. Let me tell y'all, your Lord Enki is like a hermit. I actually practice what I say. I'm a high priest and I don't leave this crib. I don't watch TV. I don't have no company. So I'm kind of out of date with everything because it's only information that's here to help you. And actually, I'm going to start meditating with people and sharing the energy. It's a few people that could vouch that actually we not only exchange energy, but I go to them, they come to me, we see each other astral projecting, we do a whole bunch of stuff. There's a few people who could vouch for that. So this is what the world is supposed to be learning. You, the new generation, not let them control you through government policies and all this stuff. What you're here to do was already put in your genetics. And if you actually follow the program, you're only going to be a lawyer, doctor, or Indian chief. But you're unique. You came here with an angelic job to do, and you have to remember first. That's why they had the initiation and the pyramid initiation, all this. Even if they, before that in Africa, they used to take the little boys into the wilderness and give them initiation. So you would have to know the initiation to know what you're here for. And so that's what you're here to learn. That part, the shit that they put in the Matrix, all these movies that I'm talking about, is for those that is seeking higher knowledge, seeking higher understanding. Then you got regular clout chasers, people who want to be the next 50 Cent, want to be the next Floyd Mayweather, that is trying to just grab your attention and talk the same shit. And you get Romans. I call them the Romans because they ignorant in their mind. They only could do physical things. So they listen to physical things, follow physical things, but it's all clout talk and clout chasing, and there's no point to it. These people cannot help you. They cannot pay your bills, and they damn sure ain't gonna teach you nothing spiritual how to ascend. They're not gonna teach you about God. God is 100% real, and you're 100% real. Your body might wear man-made stuff, but your body, your skin is of a different substance that you cannot play with as far as putting these chemicals in it and doing that, because you get these cancers, these diseases, these mental things, and this is what we're here to learn. Peace, Bronze Yogi. It's good to see you. Golden Apparel, Enki. Your show Saturday night was fire. Really? You know, and that's another thing. I don't be thinking my shows is fire. I think I'm the most bullshittest thing. But you know what? I'm gonna get it better. I want to get better with it. That's why I want to do it in question and answer with this, and then when I showcase everything. But I had to like learn to not do it for money. I'm not doing nothing for money, and that's why I'm not trying to push shit on y'all. I don't want to program nobody. I want to educate y'all, and I want y'all to want to learn by wanting, by your own intuition, because with that you tap into your higher self, your God self, and you won't be like everybody else who all they do is watch YouTube and regurgitate the information of somebody else. They actually do neuroplasticity and be these characters, your basic characters that you see in society, and nobody's original. And so when that happened, they denying you your originality. You get where I'm coming from? So I had to learn from the gods that I had nobody else's shit. And so that started my learning of my own original stuff. I was being the nigga cap to the side, chain on. Everybody's that. It became a government institutional costume in the urban area. In the suburban area, it's all the same malls that have the same outfits. So that's another government institutional outfit. And then and the rich people, don't you see rich people's drive all the same cars, wear all the same outfits, same type of jewelry? It's another institutional outfit. Those is all jail outfits. All of them is jail outfits, just on different levels. So you know what prison you in by the type of cars and houses you have. And then on the low level, you know, you get your little suburbs where they rent their little thing. And then the poor, you got your Section 8 housing scheme. These is not something that we're brought into, and we know this. We're put into this and psychologically bombarded to be these basketball wives and all these things that we see on TV. We check these shits out, and then we get a drug adrenaline rush. The endorphin come off of it. We pleased off of that. Here go the problem with that. The problem is that we remember now. I'm a God man, and I know everybody that tuned in with me is definitely God body, and is in some type of way into some type of what I call reverence. Reverence meaning you believe in something greater than yourself that you look up to, and that give you your power. That's your power. That thing you look up to, like it could be your parents. You know, that's reverence for them. You want to be like them, and you see them as something great. So I worship and I stand for that thing that I know is greater than me, that I see him. I'm not saying that I don't see it. I'm not talking no mystical talk. And I hope that y'all follow me on the fact that he says he see him, and I believe him, because I'm not going to misguide you on something, and I'm not taking you on something that is fake. It's just weird in 2020. A nigga's talking about, yo, I see angels, I see God. The same shit as Ezekiel is still here. So once you realize that now, this reverence, this thing that I'm telling you about, is the source of your power. Once you do that, you could take yourself away from the matrix. Because if you don't, you're gonna look at the matrix, and it's gonna copy and go in your mind. You're gonna be it, even if you don't want to be it. What you see is the three monkeys: it's see no evil, hear no evil, and speak no evil. So sometimes we're not ourselves. We're a subtotal of everything we don't watch, and what you say, was a participate in it. And so that's what we become, but that's not you. At one point, you're going to awaken to your individuality, your individual self. And that's what I want to cultivate in you and teach you that exists. And that's the one that wake you up from the program. What's the program? The program is the repetitious shit you see your aunts, uncles, mothers, fathers, friends, and all those funny people do. Like they fucking program. So if you don't catch it now, you're gonna be the future program. This all this chaos shit. They do that to program you. Don't think you're gonna die and the world is gonna blow up. And no, it's gonna be the same because our parents said the same shit. This shit happened with them on a different level. It's nothing new under the sun. They just got mad scheme because they know we smarter and brighter now. And the same shit our parents ain't gonna work, so they flipping it around now. Now you see everybody telling on each other like they're getting your approval. Look, I'm telling on them. Yeah, I'm telling on them. Look, but they both no good. All of them is no good. And why do they care if they want you to know? No, no, don't participate. Stay away from vaccines. Stay away from the fools who's telling you that they um defending it or whistleblowing on it. You always knew in your system. Remember this. Only thing going to God's body is natural things. You don't need nobody to tell you nothing. You should never have been putting corporation food in your body, box stuff, processed stuff, shit in bags, shit in can. Out here where I'm at in the islands, I get tuna fish from imported tuna fish. And you know the cats don't eat the tuna fish. Yo, starving cats will not eat the tuna fish. I said, what the fuck is in the tuna fish that the cats don't eat tuna fish? So you got to be careful. Just keep yourself natural. Just do natural shit. So on that note, not everybody's here for the awakening. A lot of people is just here as demons. Let me tell you what's a demon. Demon is catering to your ego. If you notice, everybody's in their ego, and that's what's going on. So now it's the most powerful ego rule. Or when you come into a conversation with somebody, or you and somebody link up, a bubble come around your aura and their aura go on one bubble, and one of y'all is going to take the energy of that person. One of y'all going to leave with no energy. And this doesn't mean, oh, you're going to be like this. No, it's your own confidence is going to be lowered, your own pride, everything. This is what conversation has taken up on today. The meaning is actually to be a vampire in the sense our macabres, because the earth is spinning faster, is open now. So any two-person come together, they macabres lock in one bubble, and whoever now, when you separate, is stronger, had a more dominating conversation, made the person feel lower, takes that person part of their soul, not just their energy, because I'll be over under telling you what really goes with it. You lose part of your identity too, because there's identity theft through this thing called, if you want to Google it, it's called empathic blending. Look what empathic blending is, and you get an understanding of how somebody could take your personality, take your charisma, take your energy, and just keep coming around you and absorb it from you, and you can't do nothing about it. That's a fact. So once you learn these things and you're wondering why shit changed for me, or why my mojo ain't there no more, that's because you got these energy vampires. Oh, what you doing? I'm just stopping by for a minute. You be like, no, 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 don't come by. You be like, yeah, yeah, 1 minute. As soon as they come, your shit zap. You forget what you was gonna do, or your ability to be creative is gone. Your intuition to do something is gone. These things actually stay with certain people. This is what happened to a lot of people. In our young age, our soul and our spirit disassociated from us to make us students in school. Your spirit and your soul is that free thing that make you run around, do whatever you want. You see imaginary friend. You don't give a fuck about your parents scolding you, much less you're gonna do it again. But at a certain point, say your mother and father break up. I'm using the simplest one. Trauma could be anything. All of a sudden, your own soul step off of you, and your spirit step away. The right spirit and soul, because you have a soul. Your soul gives you the creating ability. If you don't have a soul, you only could read what the instructions say and then do it. Yo, get me some water. All right. Yo, you got to go to work. Okay, I'm going to work. Yo, come home. Yo, I'm going my way home. That's what happens when you don't have a soul. Like a dog, an animal don't have a soul. So that's how they are. They are autonomous. So now, when you have a soul, you be like, let me go do this. Yo, I'm going to take this food and I'm going to do this and put it with this. Let me try this and this and this. That's your soul now. You're not actually a robot. A robot sits and watch TV. They sucking in all the data into their pineal because they're going to be that. They get up from the TV now. Their character change, their attitude change, because they just upgraded themselves watching one of these shows. And so you don't want to be that, because after a while you don't have no more upgrade that you could catch on TV. You go find it from people and you fuck with people and you wind up being an energy vampire to people. So you don't want that route. You want to sit to yourself. That's why you see our ancient peoples, our ancestors, no matter what culture, you see them sitting by themselves. You don't see no family people meditating. You don't see them with you don't see Isis with Horus and Set and Ra. You only see Isis and Horus. No, you're not supposed to do all that. But we don't know the rules. What we consider rules is what they use to keep you down, keep you having to eat food, keep having to be sick, keep having to circulate this energy that was called reincarnation. You're going to keep reincarnate. You're really supposed to live to 160, 180. But how are you going to do that if the food you're being dictated to eat is not for you? That's a whole nother science that Dr. Sabi was teaching it right. And a lot of people been doing better since Dr. Sabi started it, but it's way deeper than that. It's way deeper. He never got to get to the point of everything that he was saying, but he was able to get the world onto a path of alkalinity and understanding their genetic food makeup have something to do with them. So, in general, certain food, certain herbs, certain medicine is not going to have no effect on you because of your genetic makeup. You have to know what works for you. Usually, what works for you is where you was born at. Excuse me, where you was born at. Not saying Africa, because a lot of people don't think that. No, if you was born like on 137th Street on Clay Avenue, that's where the nutrients is gonna be at. Around your area is where the nutrients is at. But I'm gonna teach you a whole nother science that you don't know. Like I said, a lot of what we call vitamins, herbs, these sea mosses, all these things, that's cool and all that. I don't know how we get to know these things and how we say this is our nutrients. But our actual nutrients is really what we walk past every day. Probably step on it when we walk in the park and we don't know what it is. That's the one that actually your body could break down and assess, because that's what you need. So they've been teaching us wrong because that's what they put in medicine. So the medicine is under your feet and right in front of you, but you don't know that's medicine. And what you think is medicine, you go buy from GNC and all these other stores is not. That's the ones they want you to think is medicine and look at, so you won't get the real medicine that has antibacterial, antifungal, anti-inflammatory. If you have this in your body, it would be like the attack on the COVID, how it didn't really hit Africa too hard and didn't hit the Caribbean and all them places that is prone with all those type of foods. That's what you need in your body at time. So that your government now keep you in a high CO level. That's the city area, which they know your hemoglobin is going to bond to the CO2. So anybody's a target. They could anytime shoot you, ping, 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 because you don't have no defense system on you. So this COVID was a test of their defense system. Ping, 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 ping. They could individually knock off anybody they want right now. That's the bottom line. And why the United States out of all the world? Because it was directed towards the United States with the fact that they put the precursor already of bad food that we eat as the receiver to make everything work how they want. Low oxygen. Once you're in a low oxygen state, they could attack you, and that's how they keep us over there. So I hope this motivates y'all to seek out oxygen, foods that promote oxygen by the rivers, by the waters. So um if we would have been keeping on point, this y'all a lot of y'all would have ascended. When I mean ascended, it was like you would have out of body experience. When you have an out of body experiences, you one with the gods, the angels, entities, beings, beasts, creatures. These is all the different organs of your body. I'm talking down to the between the light and the dark reflections. These is all beings. Let me see if I can freak it so y'all can see it and understand what I mean. All right, the eagle. I use the eagle or the hawk, the Egyptian eagle or hawk. Let's say now you wanted to understand them. Look from the inside of my eye right here and go like this. Follow this line right here. It's a bird. You don't see the bird right here? Just this part, what I just showed you. That's the hawk, the bird. So if you could see that, you understand that you're like an anamorphic being made up of a whole bunch of beings. Right now, you see, like you could tell an active pineal gland. You will see energy. Look if it's resonating right here on me in the center. You see a dangling and dancing? That will show you your chakras is here, here, and here. These is where your chakras is at. You got a triangle right here. And this will be called Jesus. The man on the cross is this thing going across with this. This these things is all separate on your body. Don't think that this is a face. They don't work like that when you coming into the occult, the higher worlds. These is actually subatomic particles that make up a whole you that is different worlds that you participate in. So if you understand this, then you will understand when I'm telling you, when I close my eyes, they show me what leads to get. When you have an intention and you close your eyes, just wait. A lot of y'all don't have it because you're blocked. Your nadis is blocked. Your chakras is blocked. Y'all close your eyes and it's dark and black. That's normal. I did that on my whole life. But you gotta wait. Let the darkness go by because it's thoughts, repression, upsetness. The thing, like I said, with your parents leaving, all these things call your soul to separate, your spirit to separate. Now, to finish off with the soul and the spirit separation, when the soul don't give you the creativeness, that's fine. But you understand you can receive that back. But here's the problem: when you don't have your spirit guide the soul in the astral home. Remember that light I told you about that you're following? That's the spirit guiding the soul. If the spirit leave, you're called the wanderer, the wandering star, the Abraham. You're just floating around in the astral world because your spirit's disassociated from you. So you have to be very careful not to be around offensive shit to you. It might be not offensive to your friend, but if it offends you, your insides is going shit. And then you let it go again. And then say some raunchy shit. I'm a nigga be like, yeah, and I fuck this nigga and that. And you're like, yo, stop talking like that around me, fam. And then they be like, yo, I don't give a fuck. You gonna just keep listening to him. Your spirit is gonna step off, and then soon he's gonna dominate you, and you're gonna be his bitch. Or in other words, he's just gonna do whatever he want, and you're gonna close up like a fucked up leaf when you touch it. It quails up because you won't tell them the real how you feel. One, you don't even have to do that. You really need to take yourself away from that type of situation so you can save your spirit. Next thing you know, your creativeness is back. You doing it elsewhere else. People is checking you out. You got your own thing going on. But because your spirit is going to guide you through it, you don't need nothing. Let me tell you, the story of the Jews is they kept excommunicating them, throwing them into the worst areas, probably deserts back in the 15, 17s, 1300s and all that, because they could never, you remember, they was first excommunicated from Spain. Every country excommunicated them because they're a hybrid race that don't have no place of origin. So they was trying to find a place of origin. But wherever ghetto they put them in, that was the name of the place, first of all. That became the word grotto. The word grotto is the word that was first used to put a bunch of low life people, or they saying low society people, and actually call that area off as the urban area or the ghetto. That was only designated to the Jews at one time. So what was going on was no matter how they isolated them and threw them into these ghettos, they flourished. They became actually the ones in the ghetto, but the rich people started coming to them. They started making up credit and lending to I guess a stateman or chief, and then the chief now will build a castle and become a king. All castles was funded by the Jews, most and all of them, and how they was able to do it is an amazing story because they was in a low poverty area that didn't have anything to them. But what they knew is what I'm trying to teach you: alchemy. They was getting gold out of rocks. They was finding diamonds. They knew nature. They was making medicine. So no matter how you could throw me out, how you could put me in a ghetto, no matter, you're gonna need me. And so they kept having to need them no matter where they put them. So they came back. They wound up being rich. And so these ghettos became like where they built the temples and Israel was at, because of the simple fact that they needed their knowledge, their mysticism, or their spirits that guided them when you don't have nothing. That's the key to it. You can't have something. You don't have a spirit when you have something because you're too egotistical. You're like, yo, I think I'm gonna go shopping. I think I'm gonna go do this. No, when you don't have no choice, your spirit take over now. I start creating shit for you. I'm telling you what to do. And so that's how you tap in. So that's why you get that phrase where they be like, drop your cross and put down your everything and come with me. Same thing with the Essenes and Qumran. They didn't have nobody that could have any possessions. It was community possession, and everybody worked together because it kept them humble. When you're talking about Marxism or communism, that's the same theory. Everybody share the same thing. If nobody have anything higher, so you don't have a thief or a person who feel lesser or higher than them, because they're all on the same level. You understand? So that's how all that shit came into existence. And so once you understand that, you get a greater understanding of putting too much on you is going to actually corrupt your ability to feel, ability to sense, and you got an ego, that shadow in you, that same one that was hurt when, like, say your parents broke up or somebody disrespected you, or say you was in first grade and you always get good grades and you was the best student, and then you get a brother or sister 5 years later, and then 7 years later or more, they start getting better grades than you. Now you hate your brother and sister and you be wanting to kill them. That's called the star ego and the poor me. Now you always want to be in the center of attention. You always want the limelight. So these type of things create these type of demons in us and these ego splits in us that make us can't see into this, and we cannot tap into our soul and our spirit. So once your spirit disassociate, you only have your soul. That's good. You probably won't feel it, but I'm telling you, you will when you leave this world, because it's the guide to you. When you go into meditation, you can't see the little orb I'm telling you about. You know, there the guy, your spirit left you. You have to get people off of you and feel good about yourself. Get your confidence up. If you're fat, find some people who like fat people. If you're ugly, find people who like ugly people. If you've had a broken heart, go fuck a whole bunch of people. If you've been beat up before, charge it to the game. And find forgiveness, learn forgiveness. That's what this is all about. But I'm telling you, release yourself from all your insecurities, because that's the thing that's holding you in bondage. That's what making you stuck doing what you're doing. That's the only reason you're doing what you're doing. You want to fit in. You want this. Let rid of all of that. Go. Fuck material things. Fuck all that. Why? Because whatever you're going to get, you're going to get. Nobody can't stop you from what you're going to get. If you're going to be this tomorrow, you're still going to be that tomorrow. What I'm saying is take it out your mind. Free yourself up to the moment. Once you do that, you will see that all that other shit is rendered as just weight in your mind. No weight in your mind? Well, son, let me tell you. I just did a meditation coming before this, and it's some trees. Like, say the trees right out here. It's a way I could do it. I could teach y'all how to make it. That to me is seeing flat like that. Looking like this is two-dimensional. Out my door. All right. When I look, I could see the whole tree up to here. It comes up to here with me. That same out there tree, as I start to look, it comes in. It reflects off of itself. It reflects off of itself. It reflects till it's right here in here with me, and I could do things with it. So I see in the true sense of 3 dimension or 4 dimensional, which to me is 3 dimensional, because I don't see it out there if it's out there. I could still see it out there, but I could. Let me help y'all. If this is for people who's watching, this is a simple thing to do. When you look at something like the tree out there, after you trajectory look at it, start backing up. Don't look at the tree. Look in between the tree and the air. You don't look at the tree. You look in between, and it will fill up. The whole space of your vision will fill up now. Now you have depth to it. The tree will turn into a hologram, that or whatever you're looking at. The neighborhood will be like if it's windows and it's a whole bunch of them. Every shade will separate. All the shades on the tree will separate and come out to you till it's right here. You understand? This is like higher shit that I'm telling you, that first you will have to understand what I'm teaching you, the philosophy, and want it. And then you can learn the science and the funny powers without abusing it. So once you can see that you can make something, just try it. Instead of just look at something and then look in between the air and the thing you're looking at, and you're gonna see it coming to you in 3D, in all the different phases. You could try that right now. Um, Let me read some of these. Golden Appeal said, or military, Anak Shahamin L, or where do GMO peoples go when they die? Well, GMO people go in the moon, man. That's it. They go to the moon. Yo, that's fucked up though. You hear what you're saying? Where do GMO people go when they die? And who put these things here? And why is they here? But it's real, yo. You could what is it that I had? You could hit the on the Google and see it. I think it was clones. Was it clones? Yeah, they got real articles about this artificial people. I mean, I'm a Gnostic and I study in a Gnostic, but to actually see it in physical in person, it's like, how dare you? Really? You can't be for real. But yes, GMO peoples, when they die, they actually just reincarnate like animals. They go to the moon. They stay in on what we call the astral world. And if they're good enough, they could probably pop into somebody's sex scandal and jump in the body if he's impregnated and had the time and try to do it again. But the basic GMO is a one shot deal. Remember, GMO peoples is a part of a stage show through the archons. Their energy come from the stars. So GMO people would be like, say you'd be like, I think I'm gonna go try to apply for a job at McDonald's. GMO people would be like, no, you ain't gonna get it. You don't qualify. No, you don't do it. So it's like you have an opposing force always. GMO people is just a stage show as your opposer, also as your thing that you look at to make you feel insignificant. Like you see GMO people have the nice car, the car you're dreaming of, the house you're dreaming of, just to fuck with your psychology, to show you don't dream of them things because it's only gonna hurt you. You understand? See, now you can really see my pineal gland. If y'all don't know how it is when it activates, just watch how these lights right here gonna start flickering. All this craziness going on. This what I'm trying to teach y'all, that you could do this chakra work, and this will make you actually energy field and magnetic field coming. This is how I see into other worlds. If you see all this craziness, all right. So GMO peoples, yeah, it's only moon babies. They only stay with the moon. Bronze Yogi says, yes, star. I have no name. Peace and blessings. Okay. I love the trees. EMC Amethyst Love. I'm learning all about extracts in the body, biology right now, and it's the call from us to do it. I'm putting you on. I'm calling out all our ancestors, all the gods. Nobody's going to take care of you. There is no doctor. Doctors is just reading these curriculums that they've been making mistakes, and they're starting to realize they're no smarter than you. And if you read the books or try to study, you could do it. But now use natural things, because soon the body is mutating, and it's at the stage that most of these viruses, the antibiotics they create, we already passed it. They don't do nothing to us. They can't heal us. So it wouldn't be like more like a COVID attack or some shit. The antidotes don't work because it's synthetic. You need plant based. Why plant based? Because plant based antibiotics is complicated. It's not just made from like say you're using penicillin. Penicillin is a one element compound. Like say if you was gonna be using something like turmeric instead, turmeric got like 35 compounds, so a virus can't mutate on it because it's too complex for the virus. You got to understand this so that we start learning now and have these new future trade that our ancestors is pushing us for, where the future is headed with the fall of corporations. Not too many people is going to be trusting hospitals anymore. You have to take it to where you start your own practitioner. You don't need a license. You don't need a certificate. You need to have people around you that could verify that you did help them and heal them. And you start there. Then later on, you worry about the paperwork. But where your interest is in your heart and it's natural, head towards that now. Not, man-made stuff working for somebody, this and that. That's natural instincts. When you don't have money to pay your bill, you instinctively do that. You don't have to think to do those things. I'm saying when you're gonna ponder on what your future is gonna be, look at the way the world is headed. A lot of people who's doctors is leaving the field now. A lot of people is actually whistleblowing that it's not what we think. So it's up to you, the new young generation, to come up with facts and feasible way to heal. And that is through plant based healing and learning what they do and taking it and trying it. Why? It's because nature's calling for that. That's what they're doing. They look at everything on a whole as nature's doing it. I know we could point fingers and do all that, but we're going to do everything on a whole. Nature's trying to give y'all a message to start up a new profession. Things ain't gonna go back to the way it was. Relationships has been changed now. It's no longer let's get married and live together and be happy. It's more about ascension and what are you about? What make you tick? What make you happy? What do you really have planned long term? Do you have an empire you want to build? Or do you just want to lay up and have sex and make a whole bunch of more trouble in this world? We have to be conscious of these now. We can't just come out and say, well, the neighbors got this and this, and you come from a poor family and you don't have it, and you go get all this credit, put yourself in debt just to look like something. It's best to start off with nothing and watch yourself grow slowly and earn everything you got. Earn it. Don't buy it. Don't take it. Don't steal it. Earn it. Put in the work now. That's why you locked in. You could come out with so many books you done read that increase your wisdom. That's all you need. You don't need the knowledge. You need wisdom. Wisdom will get you through this. You says, Evan Mars, it must be crunch time because for almost a whole week we've been going in and that's right. Yo, you don't know, Evan, man. I've been warming with the gods. It's all right. Put it like this. I tried to come on like about 2 hours ago. As soon as I went to press the live, I named live Enki and pressed it, the electricity cut off. Shit. Okay, they don't want me to go on. I put it down. As soon as the electricity and everything came back on, I did it again. Tried to go live. It just started raining and got dark. I said, shit. This been going on with me and them back and forth. But let me tell you, if y'all really true believers, true knowers, I have been going through this thing. You see this spiraling stuff? Oh my God. I haven't took the time out because I'm constantly coming on making videos. I teach on Facebook. That ain't nothing compared to the amount of people I get one on one, and I do help with, and I do meditations and astral body back and forth, opening chakras. This now is a crazy daily thing. So I put that down for a minute because my iPhone is broken. That I do my actual, back and forth with. And I have been traveling in these worlds and learning. I give you an example. Like I tell you, you could actually push from your chakra onto things. Different chakras do different things, and affect things different. So not only did I learn that, but by actually taking off more energy, being more in the silence, being more to myself, I was able to tap in and see these other worlds clear, like 4K clear. Things that was blurry, like you see this shit right here in the back, like right on the wall, all this is it. This is all you're gonna get. If you're looking for something else, you don't see yourself subatomic yet. You have to subatomic to get this. They're not gonna tell you this. They're gonna keep hitting you with big images. So I've been traveling in these worlds that I've been seeing such a long time, but now the detail I could tell you how everything look. It's the same thing like Ezekiel saying the shit. I'm coming in, flying into a big cathedral, and this cathedral like I'm coming down into it. This shit is like if you're on a parachute coming down, your heart and your stomach feel it. You feel everything. And I'm still amazed. I'm a Bronx dude. Like, what the fuck is this? How is this possible? So this is what motivate me to say, nah, why they not teaching this? I remember when that first started happening, I was calling NASA saying there's aliens here, calling the president, calling national security. I was dead ass, yo. And up to now, ain't nothing changed. Me and these beings is one. They be like, shh. They show me shit. They take me over here. I can't figure out the connection. If I'm being deceived, if this is it, but it got to do with God and angels, and it just show you your intentions. It fly you around and teach you what sleep paralysis is not sleep paralysis. It's us leaving our body, and they numb the body, but it's not you. It's them. They come and pull you out and take you. You can't go nowhere. They come and get you and take you to wherever you're going, and then bring you back. And so I've studied this. I mean, I got research, and it's just amazing to me. But I'm here to bring this to you now to let you know they're more have and something going on with the government and everything that they're not letting us know in the Illuminati. Then we're to worry about. We need to learn it and learn how to use it and learn what it means than anything else. Once we could do that, then the playing field will be even. We'll see what they see. We'll know what they know. But right now, we need to awaken and let our soul tap into us and awaken us through what I'm saying. So that's on one accord. Bronze Yogi, one accord. Yes, I just read that. LK introducing rap, drugs, breaking families. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You got to catch the jits on that because that's what they're doing, and we don't need that no more, man. Our best option is rap, drugs, and breaking up with families. I'm opting out, yo. Fuck that. We've been doing that since motherfucking Martin Luther King and We Shall Overcome and Malcolm X shit. Enough of the rap, drugs, and them fake ass motherfuckers and all them fake ass. You get from Carly B with 1 million views, a snitch dude that with his name of a man and two faggots, 69 and all this other shit. And then you got 2 million people checking that out and all this. Yo, the world is not the same. Don't go for it, y'all. When you take away the higher generation and lead the younger generation, and you got only homosexuality, drugs, rap, and funny people that have no intelligence, nothing about God's spirituality, just want what the next man have or try to do what the next man do. Be careful. Go get y'all some shotgun and put it behind your door because you're going to defend yourself. Don't back down from these punk ass motherfuckers out here. Be real with yourself. Just let them know you're a God man and you die for what you believe in. Straight like that. But don't go for none of that shit. Verno, um, Game Franco, Celebretta, Season, Verno, Veronica Bronte, Hola. Yes, it's a blessing, y'all. Peace and love, Raven. The astral world is amazing. Colors are like 4K TV. Yeah, you see that now. LK, I'm gonna be real with you. It wasn't like that about a year and a half ago. It just got like this now when the end of 2019. The astral world didn't even have the type of people and beings in there now. So as much as we are up in there now, it's yes, I could speak for everybody on the whole. There's mad people in the astral world now. It's packed and everybody's learning the art and learning it. So if y'all up there, keep on using it. It actually heal your body. It's called the Philosopher's Stone. As you can see, it's still doing all this shit. If y'all don't know about your shadow self, watch the shadow come in. Just like the Spider-Man suit coming on now. Everything gonna fade to black. These are the different sides of yourself you don't know. So you're gonna get to learn it. That James Ring, peace and blessing, my brother. It's nice to meet you. I have no name, fake hustlers. Yeah, yo, I have no name. Let me tell you, my brother. the new hustle is don't follow those fake hustlers or the what they saying is hustling. Anything you could hustle, man. You know what a hustler is. Use that as the true definition. But if you try to link up and be a part of these groups, they're gonna turn on you. They're gonna use you because you probably the only high being out the crew, and a bunch of demons or vampires want to stick to you and just suck your energy. So your real hustle is to blow up and get yourself out the way. Take yourself out the way and you good. But if you trying to hang with everybody and do what they do, you know what they are gonna do. Crabs in the barrel. One is pulling the other one down, the other one down, and nobody go nowhere but stay on the block and look fresh. Them days is over, family. White people is winning. Not saying white know nothing as far as color. You know what I mean. I mean the government, the people who made up those games, those schemes. We didn't make up the hood. We didn't make up rap music. We didn't make up none of these things, man. We didn't make up crack. We didn't make up cocaine. We're all just participating in what they're bombarding to us. What I'm trying to tell you now is take yourself away and go make up the shit and come back and sell it to these motherfuckers like they're selling it too. It's just original stuff, like I said, could go into the matrix. But if you're not an original thing, even when you pass, you're just gonna be pushed out. So you gotta come more original than anybody and preserve your originality. Your originality preservation is what's this thing called the apotheosis. Look, Google the apotheosis when a human being become a god. Keep this in mind. When God became God, nobody saw him. Nobody witnessed him. That's why he's God. Same thing. When Jesus became Jesus, nobody saw him. Nobody witnessed him. That's why he became Jesus. Don't have people see you do anything. Do your shit in private. That's why I said when you go pray, pray in secret. Don't be like those that go to the synagogue. He ain't speaking against them if they was right, but what he's telling you is how to be a God, the heir to the Son. That's what you are, son, or what we call Horus. Horus just means son. It's not was never a person, and the symbology of the boy is you. Hor, Hor is the real word, or Hu is the world, which means son. You're the son, nigga. All of y'all is the son. Get it right. And your job is to ascend, not sit in these worldly things and do these foolishness. You hear what I'm saying? So take that in mind and put your mind back into Pharaoh state. You're the creator of your thing. You are the Pharaoh. Tap in. All of y'all, the empresses too. Y'all is pharaohs or whatever the word was. Y'all is the true creator of this reality, but they're manipulating your mind so that you could create their reality. What I'm saying is null and void them. Don't even participate in voting because if you give them power, your spirit is going to be devoid of you. Let them play their game and let people who's under the spell already play with them. You're a new generation. Create your own way and they'll bow to you. They'll come to you. They'll want to do business with you. But most important, they'll respect you this time. You know what I'm saying? What's your cash app, Lord Enki? Coral Crystals. Coral. Raven, put up my cash app for me, Raven. And also my PayPal is just university. This is my PayPal, University of Conscious Science at gmail.com. Let me tell you, if y'all start doing little donations here and there, it's like I would spend a lot more time because I spend a lot of time biting my nails figuring out how to make this work. You know, as an empath and higher being, it's hard. We don't work. We do everything for free. Everything for free, but God bless us. Trust me, I live a blessed life, but it's through God that do everything for me. It ain't because I work or do anything, because I wouldn't be out here telling you something and not practicing it myself. But it's how we live as priests and high priests. So, um, it's getting dark, very dark. And y'all can see for yourselves when I do my eye thing with the eye blink and everything is real. And our energy come from this. Now let's do a quick meditation with this energy before we live. You see the eyes in the back? Those is the eyes that I tell you about. They're always with us. Those is our ancestors. We do dark things. So let's do a meditation. Focus on my pineal or what we call the Daf gate, and I'm gonna send energy to you. And just stay still. Don't move. Breathe out all the air out your nose, and just breathe through your abdomens and just stare there. Don't blink, and actually you're going to be activating your chakra, your pineal chakra. I got my God next to me. You see his eyes, that's right there. I'm rubbing, you see my hand, that's done right there. So let's do this. Here we go. All right, that's good enough. But now y'all understand when we doing this energy work and all that, it's okay when you start zoning out and it don't look like a face no more. It don't look like what it is because that's how the gods work. Everything is actually shades, and what you see in this world as form is something else on the other side. It's not actually what we think is form. It's actually shapes. So even in this world, what forms this is dark shades on the other side. And once you learn the different signs, it'll show you all the different shades you see. Sometimes you could see something else deeper. And that something else is what makes you up. All those different things that you see deeper. So once you get that science, we'll do some more. But I appreciate everybody for checking me out. And I'm going to try to be consistent because I'm not letting everybody deceive nobody from my camp. You understand? So I'll be here to teach y'all the science, send y'all the energies, and y'all can hit me up. I'm gonna be as active as I can. Plus, I'm gonna be having um herbal extracts. Yo, this right here, this is one I just put together. This is Spanish needle extract. All this is, and this tastes so delicious. You just need a capful of this. But I'm making all the different herbal extracts, and it's gonna be available with a write up of health benefits that's gonna be like almost damn near on the front and back because this is what the pharmaceutical company don't want nobody to know. It's the drugs that they're using. Well, it's not drugs, it's plants. I'm using the plants that they're using in their medicines, but I'm putting it in extracts and making it not like how you would do a tonic. It tastes like Moscato. All of them. If y'all know what Moscato tastes like, just that's what you just saw when I put up there. So Moscato tasting drink, but has a smell of flowers. Oh my God. Wait till you see what's going on. But this is what you need. Extracts like these you keep in your body and you could go out there and I'm not saying that there's something out there, but they're playing games with us. We don't know with our cell phone, with our cells. They've been putting this up through Tesla, and that's why they created electricity. Our ancestors would not approve that electricity, and neither would they approve of all these high cell phones. So I do believe they're hijacking our souls, our body, our mind, and we don't know it. So the best defense is a good offense. So listen to me with these herbs and stay tuned. I'm gonna try to get more into this and help. If anybody want me to research any subject thing, because like I said, I stay in isolation just so I can stay original and bring you my original shit. I'm not copying from nobody. As you could check the internet, I don't copy. I don't study nobody. I really don't care about what's going on out there because they don't have nothing to do with ascension and spirituality and God. They're not real. You understand? They're there to distract you from what you're supposed to do. So on that note, if y'all got any subject matter you want me to look into, I'll make a video about it or we come back and talk about it. You hear? All right, I'll be back tomorrow, and I'm gonna post all the books. I just didn't get a chance to do it yet because it's on my broken ass iPhone. But I'm gonna post all the books from the what we was talking about, the Book of the Dead, the Tibetan book, and I think I'm gonna link it to like a Google library. I'm gonna do a Google library
and just you hit the link and you got all the books. You just go in there and you look for that book. So it'd be easier than me having to post it. I just give you a Google link and you could I share my books with y'all. Okay, they all occult. It's because of what I'm going through. I deal with, and it's not like I'm a cult fan. I don't know nothing about the occult, but I'm seeing things. I'm being bombarded by spirits, entities, all these things. So I had to study occult to understand these things, and it's all about chakra and your biochemistry. Um, Tomorrow I'm gonna do one on all the medieval paintings so you understand all them symbols and the different colors because that's about chakra and your biophysiology. It's not about no religious stuff. How the that's how those people hid it for the next generation. All of it is codified, and that's what's going on. There's all those medieval pictures is actually biological pictures for people who actually is initiated to understand. So I'm gonna break those down to you so you can see their importance. You know what I'm saying? Aside from that, remember too much image slow you down and dumb you down. So don't look at too many images. Too much images is what psychologically actually program us to see it. If you see a big fat cock diesel nigga, you're gonna be scared to fight him because there's look. Even worse, if they tell you he been knocking motherfuckers out, you ain't gonna want to fight him. You already knocked out. So it's best not to know nothing about a person or see him and just do what you gotta do because you might be the Davy or Goliath and take that motherfucker out. But if you know first, you're gonna be scared. Don't never want to know. Don't tell me nothing. Be like, no, don't tell me. I'll experience it by how he treat me, by how we experience each other. How that person did with you, that don't mean he gonna do it with me. So don't look at somebody's experience as the same. Every experience is unique. It's dependent how you approach the situation. So remember that and keep that in mind, y'all. This is Lord Enki for University of Conscious Science, y'all. One love.